All right, dear.
Mm-hmm.
It's our anniversary.
Yes.
It's raining.
Yes.
We're in Gettysburg.
Yes.
We already ate.
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Can we go see some cool stuff?
Hello there, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
If you are watching this video, we did see some cool stuff. I don't know.
We always see cool stuff in Gettysburg.
Yeah,
so...
but we haven't been here for a very long time to the Visitors Center in Gettysburg, and you heard that there's some cool artifacts in here.
I did.
So hopefully they're there.
I remember about it when we did some research on some other stuff.
I know, but a lot of times we go to these museums, it's like, sorry, removed, or they're out on loan somewhere or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
yeah.
Before we get into that, if you're into the paranormal, history, forensic, and travel type videos,
don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ding that little bell so you'll hear from us next time we post a new video.
So this video is not like a paranormal whatever. It's more of like, hey, might have some cool archives to share with you type video.
Archives, artifacts.
Artifacts.
Yeah.
So let's go take a look. And if you're, like I said, if you're watching this video, we found some cool stuff. All right, you ready?
Okay.
We're going to get wet.
Yes, it's raining.
Okay, go. Okay, the museum at the Gettysburg National Battlefield Visitors Center.
Yes.
I always have these long titles.
I know, they really do. They take it after you, or you take after them.
What'd you think?
They do have a lot of cool stuff in there.
What was your favorite item?
Goodness, I don't even know. I don't know. What was your favorite item?
The signature, the actual signature, and a letter from Abraham Lincoln. That was cool. That was really cool. I've seen replicas and copies, but I've never seen actual.
Yeah, that was pretty cool from the
Lincoln.
That was from the what do you call it? The dedication.
Yeah.
Right?
Gettysburg
And
Address
somebody
dedication.
got a bunch of signatures.
Yeah,
from
and
people.
William Stewart signed it. A couple other ones that was with Lincoln that traveled here. Yeah, that was pretty neat. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's stuff that was from Meade's headquarters when he was here. There was stuff from Lee's camp, his headquarters when he was here that he left behind. Yeah, there was a lot of cool stuff in there.
Yeah, but one thing that I was looking for was not there.
What was that?
So when we did some research on Basil Biggs a few years ago,
The book.
his book and
Was it supposed
Weaver's
to be here?
book. Yes, it's supposed to be here in their archives, so they must just not have it on sale. They are on display. They do have one for I forget what his name is that did it for the Confederates, but Basil Biggs had written all
So why
the
don't you tell them
notations.
what you're talking about?
All the notations from where the bodies were and what they had on them and things like that when they dug them up.
Yeah.
To go
Personal artifacts.
to go rebury them in the National Cemetery.
Yeah. It was like an inventory catalog.
Yeah, so they have a book there on display for the Confederates doing that, but not Basil Biggs, and I think his name was Stewart, something like that. They didn't have his there, but they did have some of the picking sticks where they would, the hooks and that they would dig them up with. But
okay, so cool artifacts.
And
Right?
Yeah.
We're in Gettysburg. I'm sure there's paranormal stuff all over the place here, but we don't know exactly for here, so we'll just put out a video.
Well, let's just say that with the things that they have in there, it's a possibility.
Oh yeah. All right, anything else you want to add to this video?
Last time we were in Gettysburg that it rained, we went on a Segway tour. And we rode around the battlefields in the rain.
We did.
Today, we went inside.
We're too old for that now.
I don't even know if they make Segways anymore.
We have our raincoats. I don't know if that place is still open.
I don't know.
All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay, folks, till next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting.
Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting!